It's the Brian Lehrer Show on WNYC. Good morning, everyone. Thank you for your donations during the first hour of the show. We have a goal of 100 donations to do our show's part for the second hour of the show. Keep them coming, but we're not going to dwell on it right now. Instead, again, this drive, we're doing a 10-question quiz each day, breaking it up a little bit during a membership drive to have a little fun, a different theme each day. Get 2 in a row right, and you'll be able to choose today between a Brian Lehrer Show baseball hat or those WNYC socks that we were talking about before. Our theme here for today is broadcast news history. So who wants to play? You can call 212-433 WNYC. We'll have 10 questions, mostly chronological, starting in 1945. Some of them will be name that voice questions. Some will just be facts about broadcast news history. Who wants to play? Dan in Hartsdale wants to play. Hey, Dan, ready to go?
I am.
Okay. Probably the first real broadcast news icon became well known during and just after World War II. It happened to be on the radio, not TV. Here's the beginning of one of his most dramatic broadcasts as he reported from a German concentration camp after it was liberated in 1945. Who is speaking here?
Permit me to tell you what you would have seen and heard had you been with me on Thursday. It will not be pleasant listening. If you're at lunch, or if you have no appetite to hear what Germans have done, now is a good time to switch off the radio. For I propose to tell you of Buchenwald.
So do you know who that was?
I'm going to guess it's Ed Murrow.
Absolutely, Edward R. Murrow, first broadcast news icon, I think it's safe to say, and that is some archive tape that we have from 1945. Question 2 for the hat or the socks. The first regularly scheduled nightly network TV newscast, began in 1948. Was the first anchor Walter Cronkite, Harry Reasoner, David Brinkley, or Douglas Edwards? Multiple choice.
Wow, that's a tough one. I'm just taking a stab at it. I'll say it's... Oh, did you say what network it was?
I did not. It was CBS. So Walter Cronkite, Harry Reasoner, David Brinkley, or Douglas Edwards.
Cronkite. It's a guess.
Well, sorry to say that this is the answer.
CBS News presents Douglas Edwards with up-to-the-minute developments from all parts of the world.
So, sorry, Dan, you didn't get 2 in a row right, but thanks for playing. We're going to go next to Leslie in Farmingdale. Hi, Leslie, ready to play?
Yeah, it's a bit trepidatious.
Question 3. In 1976, ABC introduced the first woman to host a nightly TV network news program. They wouldn't put her on alone, however. They teamed her with an established male co-anchor who was already well known. Can you name either the woman or the man who anchored the ABC Evening News starting in 1976?
Barbara Walters?
That is right. She did it with Harry Reasoner. Question 4 for the hat or the socks. The first woman to host a nightly newscast of any kind on a regular nightly basis was actually on radio, not television, starting 4 years earlier, 1972. Can you identify this voice?
There were no role models then for women. I had nobody to listen to and imitate. There was Walter Cronkite, and there were a lot of men doing it, but no women. So I figured I had to sound like them. So when I started on the air, I spoke like this, and I lowered my voice and tried to sound as authoritative as possible, and sounded exactly that ridiculous.
Do you know who that was?
Not really. Hint?
Oh, gosh. Hint is she was one of the people who became known as NPR's founding mothers.
Oh, gosh, I know when you'll tell me I know who it is.
Oh, sorry, Leslie. It was Susan Stamberg.
Okay.
Who was hosting All Things Considered as the first nightly anchor, meaning regular Monday through Friday anchor of a network newscast in the United States. All right, let's head to the west a little bit and talk to Patty in Mount Pocono, Pennsylvania. Hi, Patty. Ready to play?
Oh, yeah. Hi.
Hi. Okay. So after that Susan Stamberg clip, 4 of NPR's early female journalists became known collectively as the founding mothers. Susan Stamberg was one of them. Can you name any 2 of the other 3?
Oh, there was Nina
Correct.
and, oh,
Think about a name that might remind you of a popular soft drink that's not Pepsi. I'm trying to help.
Cokie?
Yeah? Do you know? You got it. Do you remember her last name, though?
Roberts.
Cokie Roberts. Okay, that's one. The founding mothers, Susan, Cokie, Nina, and Linda Wertheimer is the other one. For the hat or the socks, question 6. In 1979, after the U.S.-Iran hostage crisis began, ABC News started airing a nightly half-hour special on the story called America Held Hostage. In March of the next year, 1980, that became a permanent show, not just about the hostages, a very famous late-night TV news show. Do you know what it was called?
Nightline.
Yay! Congratulations, Patty. Would you like the Brian Lehrer Show baseball cap or the WNYC socks?
I'll take a cap. Thank you.
We'll take your mailing address off the air often. Okay, well, we headed a little west for that caller. Let's head further west and talk to Kevin in Denver. Kevin, you're on WNYC. Ready to play?
Absolutely.
Okay, question 7. Jumping ahead, both Fox News and MSNBC went on the air in 1996. At the time, the MS in MSNBC was because of a collaboration between NBC and another company. And that collaboration seemed very forward-looking at the time, 1996. What was that other company?
Oh, geez.
The MS in MSNBC.
I know. Gee, I wish I was there for the Edward R. Murrow stuff. Microsoft.
Microsoft is right. The two companies aimed for an early broadcast and internet collaboration. It sort of, kind of, a little worked for a while. And continuing up the timeline, once the Iraq War started in the Bush administration, an increasing number of people found a deeper level of truth on some late-night political comedy shows than in conventional TV news programs. This clip is from episode 1 of one of those shows in 2005. Who is this, and what was the show called?
You're the folks who say something's got to be done. Well, you're doing something right now. You're watching TV.
All right. Who was that?
Oh, my goodness.
And do you know what the show was called?
I was anticipating the guy from Livingston, but I don't think it's him. I'll go with the guy from Montclair, Stephen Colbert.
That's right.
Woo! And his voice was much different back then. Lot less Scotch. And the name of the show was, oh God, oh man, it still has the same name today.
No,
and
it doesn't.
Desi Lydic is on there. Because
now he. I'll give it to you for Colbert.
Stewart.
I'll give it to you for Colbert. It's not the Daily Show that Jon Stewart hosted and still hosts once a week, but it was the Colbert Report. Right?
Okay.
They were. It was a joke on the way they pronounced the ERT in Colbert's name, so the Colbert Report. Okay, but I will give you, for identifying the voice, that credit. So for the hat or the socks, question 9, one of the most watched episodes of 60 Minutes on CBS was the interview with Barack Obama just after he was elected president in 2008, along with the woman in his life, his wife, Michelle Obama. The most watched 60 Minutes episode since that show was 10 years later, 2018, when someone else was president, and it was an interview with a woman in that president's life, not named Melania. Who was that woman?
Couldn't tell you.
I'll give you a hint.
No. Okay.
Here's the hint. Hush Money.
Her stage name, Stormy Daniels?
Stormy Daniels is right. Would you like a Brian Lehrer Show baseball cap or WNYC socks?
I'll go with the socks.
Kevin, hang on. Your feet. Oh, I'm sorry. We already put you on hold. We'll get your address off the air. Your feet will be covered in WNYC glory. Okay. We have time for one more. How about Karen in New Rochelle? Hi, Karen. You're on WNYC. Ready to play?
I hope so.
And since we are up to question 10 in our 10-question quiz, you get the privilege of only having to get one in a row right to win the prize. And the question is, in 2024, remember this is broadcast news history, in 2024, WNYC celebrated our centennial with live events and special programming. In what year was WNYC founded?
Oh, well, it would have to have been 1924.
Yes, that was a question just to see if you were awake.
That was a rare question. I wanted a real question.
Oh, well, I'm out of real questions. But, Karen, would you like a pair of WNYC socks or the Brian Lehrer Show baseball cap?
I would like the baseball cap, please.
Hang on.
I'm a huge fan of yours.
Thank you so much. And we're going to take your address off the air. That's our 10-question quiz for today. We'll keep doing them to have some fun, to break things up during the membership drive through the duration of the drive. But much more to come today as well. Brian Lehrer on WNYC.